My brother is back from northern Myanmar. He is a criminal. It is also a personal scum. From small to large. He can say that the evil deeds he did at home can be said to be hard to right. The house at home also sold for him. My mother was 12 years old. He was furious. Because he is always defeated. Coupled with the family, there is no money at home. When I was 15 years old. My father also had cancer because of cancer. No money for healing. Under the torture of the disease. Hate died. And I have a lot of injuries on my body. He made him. He was interrupted twice by the ribs. One leg. Also for his lifelong disability. From small to large. His impression in my heart exists like a nightmare. He has entered and exited in prison many times. I will drink a lot of wine every time I come back. Woman with a variety of thick makeups go home. There are some unbearable sounds in his only 5-meter small room. Then torture me to enjoy. I'm scared. Even after he suddenly disappeared when I was 14 years old. Until I am 18 years old. In the past 4 years of more than 1,400 days and nights. I will suddenly wake up on the nightmare. Dreaming that he suddenly went home. Time. Drink a lot of wine. For my parents for money. If you don't give it, you will smash the things at home. Just fight if you don't give it. My parents and I forced me to go outside to beg. Forced them to sell blood. Also let them borrow high-interest loans. Fortunately these 4 years. He never returned. Although my parents have died in the past few years. Their death made me very painful. But I finally spent a few years. Stable day. No need to be afraid of being beaten by him anymore. No matter how hard you live. No matter how poor. It is much better than him back. What made me unexpected was. Just in my memory. Gradually forget him. I thought he might be dead outside society outside. Or was caught. I thought he would never come back. Just at the age of 18. One day of this summer. He suddenly returned from the outside. That's one night in June. When I come back from outside work. Seeing the lock at home was smashed. There are some garbage on the ground. The strong alcohol exuding in my room. I realize something wrong. I can't help but stun my heart. Then quickly walk into the house. I saw him sitting in front of the table. He stepped on a stool with one foot. Drink with a comfortable face. I suddenly felt dizziness for a while. The limbs become a bit cold. Little Five is back. He saw me back and grinned up. Devil-like smile on the face. Snort. My scalp is numb. Answers mechanically to me to leave. Parents have died in recent years. There are 2 of our relatives in this world. He asked me with a smile. You come here. I tell you something. He beckoned to me. Let me sit next to him. I don't want to sit in. But the shadow he was beaten by him from a young age. He was scared to him. He walked towards him without controlling. Then sit next to him. He saw my uncomfortable. But I didn't care. Just laugh. Picked up the beer in front of me and filled a big mouth. Then ignite a cigarette. It has been mixed outside for several years. It is said that imported beer is delicious. But there is still no big green stick to be enjoyable. I ask you something. Is there a particularly beautiful female classmate around you? Or the family who is particularly rich at home? You invite them to home. I invite them to drink. I have no friends. I shook my head. The relationship is not particularly good. As well. For ordinary classmates, please get home, please go home. He said again. No. I shake my head. Damn it. How did you mix these years? There is no friend who has a good relationship around. A classmate can't invite home. Seeing me not promising his request. But it means perfunctory. He suddenly was a little anxious. I haven't waited for me to answer him. Suddenly he slapped my face fiercely. Then I slapped a few more slaps. Then stood up and kicked me to the ground. Then he kicked me a few feet on me again. Then step on my face. Tell me. Wang Xiaowu. You fucking don't give your face shameless. Yes or no? I haven't hit these years. Your skin started to itch again. I tell you. Your brother. I have been mixed outside in the past few years. Suddenly I came back to find you, and I was temporarily troubled outside. If you want to live well, just give me the old real point. I don't care what method you use. By cheating, well, give me a few classmates these days. Otherwise, don't blame me to kill you. Under my hand. But there have been a few lives. Don't care about your life. Finish. He kicked my face again on my face. Then go back to the chair. Drink yourself. His meal hurt me very much. Hot face. The mouth is all fishy. Salted taste. But I don't know why I was beaten. It's much easier in my heart. The fear of him is not as strong as before. Probably I was destroyed by him since I was young. The fear of him in his heart has been deeply ingrained. After he came back, I can't help it in my heart. I am particularly afraid of the taste that fists fell on the face and body. And I ushered in the long-lost first meal. In my heart, I was not so scared. It's as if a house is rumored to be haunted. Many people live in the house. I am very panicked in my heart. Fear of ghosts in the house. And when these people really saw the ghost, I am not so scared in my heart. And this night, after he hit me, then sit alone in front of the dining table and drink by himself. Back to the room. When he sleeps, he hear him vaguely to call his friends outside. Let them introduce them to the sale of getting rich. Let them help some people. Hundreds of thousands of people in one person. And just the next night, when he returned home, he really took a girl home. And that's a very beautiful girl. Body slender face with snow white. After she was caught by my brother home. Lock with an iron chain. I did not show any panic. Instead, watching us calmly. The cold eyes of her cold eyes. When my brother grabbed this woman back home. My identity has been at a glance that his behavior makes me very angry. Even some disgusting. I never thought of it. He has made his family bad enough all over the years. Forget it. Now it's a scourge to come back. It hurts our small county. And he was not ashamed. Instead, I took a few photos with my mobile phone in front of my face, and I took a few photos with my mobile phone. Then send it to the phone over the phone. Duan voice was sent to the phone again. Right. Say on the phone. Boss Lin. Is my first product good quality? Ha ha ha, why didn't you think of it? I committed something on your side. I just want to come back to avoid the limelight. I did not expect to be blessed by disaster. It reminds me of such a good way to get rich. This is just the first. I said in my brother's house for a few months. I strive to do more such good goods before going back. We joined for millions of him. After speaking, my brother shows his vigilance again. Take a look at me. I watched the girl he caught in a daze. He suddenly kicked me fiercely. Then I slapped me hard again. Then grabbed my collar. Threat fiercely. Little five, don't blame me without warning you. You'd better care about your mouth. My business. Don't say one word out of your words. Otherwise, what will happen in the afternoon? You'd better know. After speaking, he took out 200 yuan bill from his body, putting into my hands. Go to me to eat something, eat something. Buy me some wine. Don't call the police. If you dare to call the police, I killed this girl. My brother's words make my face change slightly. Look at the girl who was locked by him again. I saw him frown. I sighed softly in my heart. All right. I was successfully held by my brother. My brother and I have a different personality. He is born like a wicked man. From an early age to the bones. One of the 1,000 families may not be born one. It's a strange thing in the strange. It was also our family's unlucky stalls on his stars. And I have a kind personality since I was young. I eat a bit at home. Always take out the stray cat, stray dog. He is a person who looks at me from an early age. The most clear about my weaknesses. And now he suddenly grabbed the girl home. He and I are not a group. The relationship is not very good. It can even be said to hate him. And it must be alarm. Grasp him. It is best to kill him for death. I am really kind. But it does not mean my virgin. I can feed the poor stray cats and stray dogs. But beating the biting dog, I don't have any softness. And he is like a person. I can only say that I deserve to die. This girl, if she really called the police because of my alarm, if I was killed by my brother, my heart must be uneasy. Because this girl is very beautiful. I have never seen such a beautiful type since I was young. She has a very special temperament on her body. Very clean, very cold. Because of my brother. My family has been badly harmed in the past years. I can't live. This has caused me to be taken care of by my classmates in school and is also inferior. There have been no friends around. The appearance of this girl make me lonely and lonely. I very much hope that in the period of his brother, there is an extra friend. Even I have a feeling in my heart. As a result, I took good care of her during this time. Then help her escape. She will definitely repay me in the future. There will be many intersections between us. I can get her. And the development of things is the same as what I want. When I bought my brother for my brother, I returned. When my brother is sitting in front of the dining table to eat vegetables and drinks, I took a bottle of water and handed it to him. I was about to chat with him by the initiative. You and him are not a group. When I sat by him, he looked at me with bright eyes. Ask me directly. Yes. We are not a group. I answered. What do you have to do? He asked me. He is my brother. But our relationship is not good. You see my leg's lame, right? He was beaten by him as a child. I hate him to die. I said. Is there a way to save me out? He asked. There is no chance now. I try to find a chance to rescue you. I said. Good. Thanks a lot. His white face showed a smile. When I was talking to him, the voice of the two of us is very small. When my brother drinks, there is still a TV at home. He couldn't hear what we said. He locked under the window with an iron chain for my brother. ID locked his slender wrist. ID locked the insurance window with steel bar welding wires. I live in a bungalow in my house. When I was a teenager, after he bets the house at home, he loses the house at home. We moved to the cheapest bungalow in the county town. Some friends may ask me before. Aren't you afraid of your brother? Why are you so afraid of your brother? Have you moved away earlier? I just want to say. I want to go to the North Pole. But I don't have this condition. In 12 years, our county town is very low in price. A fritter 2 cents. 2 fritters 3 hair. Buy a bowl of soy milk and 5 hair. As long as 8 cents. You can eat a full breakfast. As for this bungalow rented in my house, it only costs $30-5 a month. And it is a large room. There is a small room in it. I was admitted to the county brick in the county at the time. Take the full scholarship. My parents died when I was 15 years old. I have to go to school by myself. Also support yourself. I'm not easy to live. I'm really afraid of my brother. But I also want to go to school to leave this county. I can really stay away from my brother. You can also support yourself. But I never have a chance to go to school. After this girl was caught by my brother, I can see that the clothes he wears are very fashionable. It is incompatible with the clothes in our small county. At the same time, his temperament is very special. It should be a noble person. So I take care of him. I found a bed from the house and was thrown under him. And sitting beside him all night and guarding him. He is not disgusted with me. I talked a lot to me at night. I want to save him out. But the key to lock his iron chain was hidden by my brother. I have no key. Can't save him away. My brother saw that I had been sticking to him and didn't say anything. When I didn't see it, I had never seen such a beautiful girl. He sneered at me with disdain. The next day, when I went out to buy food and went home to cook, I was unlucky and wrapped in a group of counties in the county.